Welcome students. Today we are studying last part of the chapter Preparation for England, which is taken from M.K. Gandhi's autobiography. Name of the autobiography: An Autobiography, or The Story of My Experiments with Truth. In this part we are studying M.K. Gandhi's meeting with Mr. Lele. I wrote to Mr. Lele, who asked me to see him at his residence. He saw me as he was ascending the staircase and saying curtly, "Pass your BA first and then see me. No help can be given you now." He hurried upstairs. I had made elaborate preparations to meet him. I had carefully learnt up a few sentences and had bowed low, saluted him with both hands, but all to no purpose. Mr. Gandhiji went to visit Mr. Lele's house according to the suggestion of Mr. Lele. As per appointment, Gandhiji reached Mr. Lele's residence. While Mr. Lele was ascending the staircase, and he turned back and saw towards Mr. Gandhi and said that you have to pass BA exam firstly. No help can be given to this position. Firstly, you have to pass BA exam and then we will decide. I thought of my wife's ornaments. I thought of my elder brother, in whom I had the utmost faith. He was generous to a fault. He loved me as his own son. Gandhiji's brother, after the death of Gandhi's father, loved very much to his small brother, Mr. Gandhi, very much. Gandhiji thought that how to manage the expenses of going to England. Firstly, Gandhiji thought that his to sell his wife's ornaments, and Gandhiji had deep love with his brother because his brother was a generous. He loved very much. At any cost, Gandhi's brother decided to send Gandhi to England. Page number 130. Next para. I returned to Rajkot from Porbandar. After visiting Mr. Lele, Mr. Gandhi returned to Rajkot and reported all that had happened. Gandhiji reported all the views and opinion of Mr. Lele's to his brother. Then I consulted Joshiji. Joshiji means Madhav Dave, who of course advised even incurring a debate if necessary. I suggested the disposal of my wife's ornament, which could fetch about 2 or 3,000 rupees. My brother promised to find the money somehow. When Gandhiji returned from Porbandar after visiting Mr. Lele, then he visited Mr. Mauji Dave, means Joshiji. Gandhiji called him Joshiji and told all the view, all the opinion, all the discussion to Mr. Gandhi. And he advised, then Mr. Joshi advised how to manage the complete expenses of Gandhiji of the next journey. And Gandhiji suggested disposal of his wife's ornament for selling his wife's ornament. His wife's ornament means Kasturba's Gandhi's ornaments for adjusting complete expenses. His and that would his wife's ornament could manage 2 or 3,000 rupees, and that will help for the next preparation. And Gandhi's brother promised Gandhiji to adjust or to find the money somehow at any cost. Next para. My mother, however, was still unwilling. Gandhiji's mother was opposite for going to study England. She had begun making minute inquiries. Someone had told her that young men got lost in England. Someone else had said that they took to meet. There are so many gossips and rumors that Gandhiji's mother listened from the people that young men got lost in England forever. They will not return to their country, etc. Then, secondly, someone told that English people ate two meat, extra meat. Only meat is there. And next, another, they could not live there without liquor. So drinking, eating meat, and living forever there. These are three. I think there are many, 3 or 4. I think there are many gossips and rumors listened by Gandhiji's mother. How about all these? She asked me. She asked Gandhiji these 3 questions. I said, will you not trust me? Mother, will you not trust me? I shall not lie to you. I swear that. Gandhiji took oath before his mother. Gandhi swear that. I swear that I shall not touch any of those things. I shall not touch liquor. I shall not eat meat, etc. If there were any such danger, would Joshiji let me go? And that is the Gandhiji. Gandhiji swear before his mother and told that he will not take any drink or he will not eat meat, etc. I can trust you, she said. Mother said, I can trust you. But how can I trust you in a distant land? You are away from me. And how can I trust you? I am dashed. I am dashed. Dashed, to dash, verb, make unable to think. Dash means make unable to think. I didn't know what to do. Gandhiji's mother was upset and she decided to take Gandhiji to Becharaji Swami. Becharaji Swami. Who was Becharaji Swami? Becharaji Swami was originally a Modh Baniya. Becharaji Swami was originally a Modh Baniya. Listen to me. Modh Baniya means this was a religion. Modh Baniya like Hindu religion, Muslim religion. Like the same way, Modh Baniya was a religion also, which belongs today in a OBC category today. So Becharji Swami belongs to Modh Baniya religion, but now he had become a Jain monk. So this was the Jain monk. Jain monk. I think here Jain monk and nuns. Jain monk. This was a terminology in Digambara monks. Digambar Jain, male called Jain monk and females called nuns. So Becharji Swami had now become a Jain monk and he was a family advisor of Gandhiji, like Joshiji, like Mr. Lele. He came to my help. Becharji Swami came to help Mr. Gandhi and said that I shall get the boy solemnly to take the three vows. I shall get the boy solemnly to take the three vows. How many vows? Three vows. Why? To take the three vows. Vows means, I think here, a formal or serious promise. To take vow means this is a formal or serious promise given, especially given in a religious ceremony, or especially given to one person to another person, to a person to another person. So, for example, in a sentence, we vowed never to discuss the subject again. Means firm decision, a formal or serious promise. So, Becharji Swami administered a oath and Gandhiji vowed not to touch wine, not to not to come in contact of woman, and lastly not to eat meat. These are three things Gandhiji promised to his mother, and Becharji Swami was administered and had taken the oath by Gandhiji that not to touch wine, not to touch woman, and not to eat meat. And after then, Gandhiji's mother gave permission to Gandhiji. Next para. The high school had a send-off in my honor. Lastly, in Gandhiji's high school, there was a send-off program. And it was an uncommon thing for a young man of Rajkot to go to England. At that time, I think here, at Gandhiji's time, I think here, Gandhiji was born in 1869. After 16 years or after 18 years, he was going to England. Means nearly, I think here, in the last decade of last century of 18th century, 19th century. I think recently 18,087 the period was there. that this was really uncommon thing for every person, that one rural person was going to England for education. This was really shocking for the people also. This was an uncommon thing for the people. This was surprising thing for the people also there. I had written out a few words of thanks in return. In the high school, while there was a send off in the honor of Mr. Gandhi, at that time Gandhi had written some words of vote of thanks, and he could that I could scarcely stammer them out. To stammer someone means speak with sudden involuntary pauses. Uh, no, not I speak with sudden, uh, suddenly, very, I think here, politely with the people. He remembered that. I remember how my head reeled. Gandhiji remembered that his head was reeling round and round while he was speaking before the people at the time of send off. How my whole frame shook as I stood up to read them, while Gandhiji, standing before the students and the teacher, at that time he was surprised too much, and it was really difficult for him standing before the people and speaking before them. It was really shocking for him also there. With the blessings of my elders, I started for Bombay, last para. After the send off and after taking the blessings of the elders, Gandhiji started the journey for going England for the next journey, becoming barrister. He started for Bombay, and this was my first journey from Rajkot to Bombay. This first journey from Rajkot to Bombay. My mother accompanied me, but there is many asleep. Twist the cup and the lip. There were difficulties to be faced in Bombay. There are so many difficulties in Bombay also there. While mm, Gandhiji was going to going to England for the next study. So Gandhiji first journey from Rajkot to Bombay. At that time it was a really shocking and really completely different kind of journey for Gandhiji. Forever he was studying, for a long time he was studying he will studying in England, and so he was in puzzled mood also there. So Gandhiji's the chapter preparation for England is complete here. So we have to not only this chapter but complete autobiography you have to read, how Gandhiji spent his life, how he narrated his experiences of childhood days, his school days, his marriage, his journey to England, journey to South Africa. So it is the story of his journey from shy boy to mighty leader. So in this autobiography he tells the story of his experiments with truth and non-violence. These are the supreme principle of Gandhiji. The present extract, Preparation for England, deals with this, an account of his preparation, circumstances, decision to go to England to study law or to becoming barrister. So we have completed this chapter in 4 parts, and you have to listen minutely, very clearly these 2 parts completely, and then there we have to study the objective questions and answers from this topic which are related to your exam. In the next part, we will discuss objective type questions and answers which are related to the examination. So today we stop here.